You want the screenshots
So,
to
what's going to be your argument for the Itachi winning?
Oh,
He didn't even type it in the chat.
I think Itachi can do it by himself. We could just talk about Itachi versus Spider-Man.
Sure.
Let's Shakur, type it in chat, nigga.
Yo, God, like, please chill.
This is the stuff I just sent him. But yeah, that's cool then.
Yeah, Itachi versus Spider-Man. Sure. What's your argument for Itachi?
Itachi stated to have a perfect offense and defense. I don't think Spider-Man can bypass that.
You think he has a perfect offense and defense? So he's stated to have a perfect offense and defense. Okay.
He stated to have a perfect offense and defense.
Okay. So premise one, Itachi, it has perfect offense and defense. Conclusion, therefore, Spider-Man cannot get past Itachi.
Itachi has a perfect offense and defense. Spider-Man can't bypass it.
Yeah. So premise one is Itachi has a perfect offense and defense. Conclusion would be, therefore, Spider-Man cannot get past Itachi.
I'm just gonna repeat it again.
That's your argument.
Okay. However, whatever's necessary for you to understand it. That's my argument.
Okay. Sure. So, are you taking this to be a deductive in a deductive case?
Huh?
He said, "Is it deductive?"
My bad. I got a phone call. So, like, I would take this to be, or what are you taking this to be? What type of argument is this?
I think based on the statement for Itachi, it's likely that Spider-Man will lose.
So, induction?
Sure.
I feel like there's a hidden assumption within this said argument. Like
a hidden assumption?
Yeah, so like you're silently assuming a couple things. Like perfect offense and defense is literal and not contextual or hyperbolic, or like
want to go over that first?
Applies like cross-verse.
Okay, you want to go over the hyperbolic thing first?
Sure. We can go over that.
I don't know why you added the hidden assumptions. I guess you thought it had like rhetorical strength. Nigga, everybody just calls it hyperbolic. Just
no, that's not.
I don't know why you added all that extra fluff.
Okay,
but
relax. You don't have to. Okay, relax. We don't have to.
I'm just for when me and you talk.
Calm down. So when I say, I'll explain.
Wait, can I finish talking? Because you cut me off. I didn't cut you off.
No, because you just made a claim. You said, I don't know why.
Yeah, but I wasn't. But I'm not insulting you. I was just confused. I'm allowed to voice.
I didn't say you were.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm allowed to voice my confusion. I'm not yelling. I'm not calling you out of your name. Okay, so just don't cut me off. Because I didn't cut you off a single time when you spoke. It's on recording me not cutting you off. Okay, thank you. I don't know why you added the extra fluff. It didn't add any rhetorical strength. If you thought it was hyperbolic, just say that. All the rest of the stuff isn't going to convince niggas that you're smart. So for the rest of our conversation, chill on that. It's creepy and it's going to make it take longer. And I don't want to be here all day.
Okay, ad hominem. So listen, we can get into.
That's not an ad hominem.
Yes, it is. It's an ad hominem. It's ad hominem.
No, as long as I address the claims that you make, then it's not an ad hominem.
That's not addressing the claim. That's actually circumstantial. You're attacking.
Just now, I made a claim and I justified why I thought what I thought. No, that's not an ad hominem.
Not what that is. Do you know what ad hominem is?
An ad hominem is when you say a person's claim is either wrong or shouldn't be taken serious because they're whatever insult. So if I say you're wrong because you're a bitch,
what you just did.
I didn't say you're wrong because you're creepy. I said this is creepy and I explained why. That's not an ad hominem.
Is that not an attack to the person?
An ad hominem isn't just an attack. I added something extra. Listen next time.
An ad hominem is usually towards the person.
No, an ad hominem is when you attack somebody and say that their argument is invalid because of that. I didn't do that. I just insulted you. I can do that as many times as I want. Don't misquote fallacies.
Okay, so anyways,
I'm not a TikTok rant.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, stop misquoting fallacies. It's creepy.
Okay. Anyway, so what I was saying, right, is when I'm saying there's a hidden assumption, the argument. It only says the premise, as I was saying, Itachi has a perfect offense and defense. The conclusion, therefore, Spider-Man cannot get past Itachi. The hidden assumption is within the understanding of the perfect offense and defense being literal, not contextual. What I mean by contextual, and you said this was just fluff, it's not fluff because it actually matters to the conversation. When we're talking about contextual, what is the context of the said situation, or if it's hyperbolic, or etc. I also said perfect applies the assumption of perfect applies cross-verse and not necessarily or within Naruto. So we have to.
Does the definition of perfection change cross-verse? If so, show me that.
That's not my claim. Well, it could be the case that
if perfect just means the same thing regardless of the verse, then that shit you just said wouldn't matter. I said if there is another definition, show me that.
If there is another definition for perfect?
Yeah.
Well, it's contextual.
To say that perfection means something different in Dragon Ball than it does with Naruto or Bleach or whatever.
Perfection does not have to be literal.
It doesn't. Okay, you want to go over the statement from the data book?
Sure, you can give me the statement from the data book.
I already said I was going to address the hyperbolic shit, but do you know what the data books are for? And do you also know how we determine if something's hyperbolic? 2 questions.
Enlighten me.
Okay, so we determine if things are hyperbolic if there's inconsistency created from a statement, right? So, for example, the thing people will often bring up about like the data books being hyperbolic, being wrong, is Tamari being stated to blow away the universe. People say, oh, well, because of this, you can't take the data book serious. But the reason we know that that statement is hyperbolic is because we can just go look at Tamari's feats in the manga. She's never demonstrated strength on that level. So you say, okay, when they say she can blow away the universe, they're not literally saying it. They're just saying she has great power, great strength, whatever. That's how we determine if things are hyperbolic. So you'd have to show that for this statement to, make a similar argument. You can't just falsely, or not falsely, but arbitrarily claim that something is hyperbolic for no reason.
Okay. So what I am doing, right? I'm saying that there is a hidden assumption and we have to attack it. I'm not saying it is the case necessarily that this statement is hyperbolic. I'm saying there is a lot of different things that it can be. Because you interrupted me before I went into the different type of forms of things. You said, "Oh, can I attack the first one?" So when I say perfect applies crosswords, not just Naruto, then I was going to go into perfect defense. It means no possibility to bypass whatsoever, or it applies simultaneously, continuously, and without cost, or it negates speed, hacks, resistance, or precognition, stamina, or maybe even reaction gaps. This is what we're talking about. And your claim of your standard, basically, a statement is hyperbolic if it creates inconsistencies with demonstrated feats or mechanics, right?
Yeah.
That standard is valid. I'm fine with that. But the mistake you're making is basically you're treating only raw destructive feats as the relevant consistency check. That's too narrow. We have to hyperbole. You said, what does that mean?
I said that was one example.
Okay. So there's multiple. So there's like multiple legit ways we can identify a hyperbole, right? So feats is only just one of them. And your example is fine. You don't need like Tamari's level of absurdity to like establish these said things.
Yeah. So what are the other ways to determine if something's hyperbolic?
Okay, so method one would just be feats versus statements, what they cite or what is cited. This works, but it's not exclusive. When we're talking about method two, we're talking about mechanics versus statements. Whereas if a claim contradicts how the verse itself says things work, it's hyperbolic.
Is that already what I said?
No, not necessarily. So perfect defense, but defense requires chakra upkeep or activation time, or maybe like even it has like a bypass condition.
Wait, that's the case for this?
I'm saying these can be the case.
Okay. I don't know why you just told me something's possible. Does that matter to the reasons I gave?
Say that again. Sorry.
I've given multiple reasons why what I'm saying is true or likely to be true. You can't just say something's possible. That doesn't negate my likelihood.
I can't just say something's possible that doesn't negate my likelihood. Wow, what an interesting argument. So, I mean, that's kind of where I like. Okay, when you're saying I've given multiple reasons, it's not necessarily an argument.
Want to go over it again?
Thank you, my boy.
So,
go over the reasons I gave.
So, okay. When we're doing this, we're identifying a premise, we're showing a logical connection and addressing objections. That's not necessarily what, I've given multiple reasons, because the reasons you gave weren't actually, I'm breaking down the functions of your said argument. When your argument is premise one, Itachi, perfect defense and offensive.
I'm not gonna lie. The response you gave about like, when I asked you, what are other ways to determine if something's hyperbolic? Both things you said just fit with the example I already gave. So like, you deadass don't have a defeater right now.
Or we can talk. Okay, so
we're deadass in agreement that there's one way to do this.
If that's what you believe, which is not the case,
we can go over it.
So what did I do?
You said the first thing you said was feats over statements. Mine addresses that because I have a statement that's contradicted by feats, so that falls in line with feats over statements. The second thing you said was if something contradicts the rules of the verse. The rules of the verse, via whether that's character statements, a narrator statement, a feat, whatever, that's all a part of when I originally said there's things that are in the story, the actual narrative, that contradict the data book. Okay. So both things you said just fit with what I was saying. So as it stands currently, we're in agreement. There's one way to determine if things are hyperbolic.
One way to determine? No, there could be comparative language when we're talking about words like perfect, absolute, or maybe unmatched or invincible. In Japanese data books, it could be the case that these are comparative, not like necessarily metaphysically.
Comparative?
Yeah, like when we're talking about, I'll give you operational definition for what I mean by this.
What the fuck? Where everyone go?
Within the function. So when we say as good as it gets in the context, right? It's not necessarily impossible to overcome in all fiction. There's just linguistic inconsistency.
Okay, do you want to see the statement?
Okay, sure. You can show the statement, bro.
If you're gonna harp on like specific wording to say, well, this could lead to that.
Isn't the statement filled with fucking linguistics? Like, I mean, I'm already attacking what's within.
I don't know
the
why you just said that.
The absolute defense.
I don't know why you just said that. That was creepy.
You're weird, gang. Like you're so weird. So like when we say absolute,
there's something weird, bro.
God. What do you mean?
Are you mad at me because you're doing extremely ridiculous shit?
So if that's a counter to my argument, sure, right? It's giving pseudo.
I'm just making fun of you.
I haven't heard something about Spider-Man.
You're getting punched on really badly, so you're just you're attacking the person instead of the argument. So we can go back into
people think that.
Yeah, so we can go back into the dialectic. We can go back into.
All you did just now was agree with me in a long-winded way.
No, I didn't. I actually gave you another method.
Okay, I went over. Yeah, that's why I said if you're gonna harp on specific wording, then I can show you the statement, and then you go, "Well, isn't the statement filled with linguistics?"
Look, listen, brilliant. When you pull up the statement, we're still going to be harping, quote unquote, on specific language. What are you talking about?
That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point of what I said, though.
Or
next time, maybe ask clarifying questions because you keep getting confused and then addressing your own confusion. I'm here, nigga. I'm not hiding. You can just ask me.
You just
what the fuck do you mean?
You just claiming this is not.
No, you just misunderstood what I said. I could have clarified it.
Okay,
I didn't say that there's not going to be specific language used in my statement.
Then what's the point of this? Wait, what's the point of you showing me the picture of the data book if I'm already addressing what's within the data book?
Because the example you gave about like something as good as that's why I said you're attacking specific wording. I'm going to show that my statement doesn't have any of those words.
The picture. I'm just like, what?
Well, then they won't fit the example you gave. You'd have to make a new argument. I'm not denying your ability to make a new argument.
I'm not going to have to make a new argument because you're not able to contradict that argument.
Okay, you're stupid.
Ad hominem because you're getting punched on. So can we actually
ad hominem?
Dialectic?
You're stupid. I'm making fun of you.
Sure.
That was the first thing we talked about. Please stop bringing up ad hominem if I have to shit on you.
That's an ad hominem. Calling somebody stupid is an ad hominem. That's an ad hominem abusive.
Okay, show the definition of ad hominem.
Ad hominem abusive is just when you're attacking the person instead of the argument.
No,
Are you searching it up because you don't actually have any brain cells?
No, I'll just get the actual definition.
Sure.
Which one you want to go? You want to go with the Cambridge, the Merriam? Which one? Which one you fuck with? Texas State. I actually want to see what Texas State thinks. Let's read off what they think.
Man, he got definition of Google.
Oh, here we go. This fallacy occurs when, instead of addressing someone's argument or position, you irrelevantly attack the person or some aspect of the person who was making the argument. The fallacious attack can also be direct to membership in a group or institution.
Okay, that's what you did by calling me stupid. So
no, I addressed your argument, and then I called you stupid for not understanding it.
You didn't address my argument, actually. You just
kept on recording.
Saying, no, it's not.
We went over this recording, and we went over the specific wording shit. You didn't understand why that mattered, so I called you stupid. So that's not an ad hominem. For the third time on the same live, you got corrected about your mission.
Like, is that not what, bro,
stop just hoping to get
that definition not what I said.
Fallacious
like, you literally just went to go search up that definition for no reason.
And I read it out on recording, nigga. Okay. You do know, like, everybody here heard me say it, right? Like, you can't fool them.
I already said this definition before.
Okay, so you can't convince the crowd that you're saying shit that isn't stupid. You can't convince them. They heard it.
Why does the crowd matter to our debate?
They're here.
Why does the crowd matter to our debate? Why are you appealing to the crowd like that matters?
I'm not appealing to the crowd. I think you're trying to impress them and sound intelligent to them.
Why would you be assuming that? I don't care about that.
I'm not assuming. I know that's what you're doing. Because I know you don't think you're impressing or convincing me.
That's just incredulity.
I know you know that I'm better or smarter.
That's just incredulity, Gingo. Okay. I don't care about that.
Stop trying to impress the crowd, nigga. It's full of kids.
That's what you think.
Stop trying to impress 12-year-olds. It's creepy.
That's weird. So don't start applying weird stuff to me. That's your thought. That's
I've been speaking to you. I know that you're creepy.
That's weird, gang. You can prove I'm creepy.
I have a recording of you being creepy. That's my proof.
Where? Go. Where's this recording?
This recording. Whenever it ends, the host can send it to both.
So anyways, do you want to actually engage in this debate, or
what do you want?
Keep obfuscating.
Hey, Truth, can you send me the perfect offense and defense thing? I forgot where I put that statement.
No, bro. Call me Michelle.
Okay, the part that matters is the top.
I can't say it, bro. Don't call me that. It sounds wrong.
Bro, God,
Hey, hold on. Let them finish.
The part that matters is at the top. I think you can make it out. I can make it out. It says Susanoo boasts an absolutely perfect attack and defense because the spirit weapon it wields in both hands. So go ahead, address that now.
Damn, this is like the first photo I see today.
So, okay, when we're applying this own logic to Itachi, your first position was perfection and not necessarily this. So I'm not going to attack this just yet. So when we're talking about is Itachi having perfect offense and defense, if taken literally, it implies no stamina failure, no illness intact or impact, or no need for avoidance or like counterplay.
Wait, prove that?
No. Well, yeah, of course, I got you. Hold on. So not yet.
No.
Yeah, not yet. Hold on.
So you said no. Oh my god.
I know
like none of them.
You've heard me quote Marvel comics like out of my ass. You think that was?
Yo, why is this guy like gobbling me in the chat, gang? Like
y'all want to know now?
Because you're unlikable and unintelligent. People get sad.
Okay, W ad hominem.
You're brilliant. How many accounts do you got,
You
bro?
didn't even make an argument just now.
Brilliant has ad hominems.
If ad hominem is
Thank you for the roses, Tamar.
Ad hominem.
If ad hominem is dependent on there having been an argument presented, you didn't present an argument just
based
now.
on what? Wait.
I just read off the definition.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What functionality or function?
I'm just gonna read off the definition again.
Oh my god, he's gonna go read something he doesn't understand.
Fallacy.
Oh my god, bro, this is actually annoying. Could we just stop, bro? Please, can you actually?
This fallacy occurs when instead of addressing someone's argument or position, you irrelevantly attack the person. You didn't give an argument just then. You were trying to talk, and then
So you
I
think
spoke
a position
before you
has to be
did.
contingent based on an argument?
I know he is. Sorry.
You didn't hear me, low tier? Do you think a position has to be contingent based on an argument?
I don't know what you're talking about. What does that mean?
Okay, then we can move on since you don't know what you're talking about. W
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now, can we actually attack your argument? No, can we go back into the dialectic, please? Go.
Can you repeat what you said?
I already said it. Well, I said it 2 times.
Okay, well, if you say it 2 times in a way that I don't understand, it's not going to make it any clearer for me.
Moving on.
That's like, what the fuck? Oh, okay, so that whatever question you ask is just irrelevant to the conversation. Then you refuse to clarify. So
you heard it. You just can't answer it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Hearing something doesn't make it any clearer for you, dumbass.
Oh my god.
You can hear me say something in Spanish a million times and not understand it.
That means you already heard it.
Yeah, I agree. I heard it. That doesn't mean it's clear. Stupid. I just said that. So you're not a smart person, nigga. Stop pretending on TikTok. Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to impress on TikTok? Is your bitch in the live or something? Watching you, cheering you on in the chat?
Why are you going into
on?
Weird ass assumptions, bro? This is weird.
Okay, I don't care about a creep thinking I'm weird. Oh, look, guys, the creepiest nigga ever thinks I'm creepy. Congratulations.
Where's the? Are you doing the thing where are you doing the same thing where I call people weird or freaks, or like are you genuinely saying a creep as in like creepy?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this guy's a creep.
Okay. He just got rid of his own teammate. You're slow as shit. You have no aim. You're fat and stupid.
Brilliant. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but you just got my shit restricted.
Okay, anyways, can you continue, Tim?
Okay. So what's your argument, bro? What's gonna be the argument?
Oh, Apple showed the scan. You were about to tell me why it doesn't matter.
Oh my god. What's the argument?
It's the same that it was 10 seconds ago.
Damn, but he ready for
He's an absolutely perfect offense and defense. Apple just showed it.
He has an absolutely perfect offense and defense. So when we're talking about, I already addressed this. If we're saying Itachi has a absolute perfect offense and defense, if taken literally, this implies no stamina, no failure, no stamina failure, no illness intact or impact, or no need for avoidance, or no counterplay. That's within the definition of perfection, the word you're using.
Illness and like fatigue and whatnot, that all plays into my definition of perfection. Why?
Okay, so you're claiming merely stating I've given multiple reasons does not establish the truth or the likelihood of
actually.
So premise 1 would indicate an argument supports a conclusion only if the premise are explicit and relevant to the sub-conclusion.
Can you stop like trying to address arguments at like a fundamental level and address the actual substance? Yeah, sure. Instead of just like telling me the things that were said specifically, you're trying to like attack arguments at a base level. That's why I keep saying premise and whatnot. Instead of just dead ass repeating what I said and telling me why it's wrong.
Listen.
Why do you keep doing that?
Listen, what you're saying is
dumb it down,
given
motherfucker.
multiple reasons proves or likely proves a conclusion. What I'm trying to apply to your brain is that I've given multiple reasons the Earth is flat without stating or defending those reasons, which is absurd. It's an assumption.
Can you demonstrate that Itachi can't hold back? Because if he can have a perfect offense and defense, does that negate his ability to hold back and it not be at that level? If so, show me that.
When did I make this claim?
Well, you were talking about his illness and shit. If that only is the case because he's holding back, then it doesn't matter.
Okay, how can something be perfect if it's not held back and not operating at that level is what you're saying?
Well, no, I'm saying it can be perfect. Like the offense and defense can be perfect. And is there an issue with him being able to hold it back and have some sort of restriction?
Well, what you're saying is very nothing burger, but I'll attack it. There's a distinction between holding back versus like literal perfection. I'm hoping you're understanding these two different claims. Which you're confusing is claim A, which would be when used seriously, this extremely effective top tier or / top tier. This is extremely effective / top tier. Or like claim B would just be which other one did I say? Literal perfection? Yeah, absolute literal. Where we can take this to be the case that this cannot be surpassed, bypassed, or fail under any condition.
Why can't it be literal only when he's not holding back? What's the problem with that?
Apple niggas are calling you a 30-year-old man in the comments, bro. Are you really 30?
Literally.
Ask your question again, bro, please.
What's the problem with it only being literal when he's not holding back? What's the problem with that?
What's the problem with it only being literal if he's not holding back?
So like it's limitless when he's going all out. If he's not, then it has limits. What's wrong with that?
So this is bad, bro. Like the foundation.
Yeah, I'll give you time to come up with something. Take your time. It's okay. We're not gonna hurt you. You can come up with an argument, buddy.
That's not why. No, that's not why I thought.
Okay, that must be why you haven't said anything yet, because you just had hella arguments to make. And that's why you're still not talking.
Okay.
And that's why you're still not talking.
So yeah,
that's
relax.
why you're still not talking.
Okay. So that's not why I did that. So anyways,
I don't believe you.
Sure, whatever. So when you're saying what's the problem with it only being literal when he's not holding back?
Yeah.
My answer to this, or directly answering this, the problem is that the claim is literal under certain conditions and cannot be universal.
Yeah.
That's the blocking an argument. So that'd be up to you.
How does that address what I just said?
Okay, I'll explain to you. Why you're asking why that's a problem or why that addresses. So let's say the original conclusion of your said argument is Spider-Man can't get past Itachi. For this conclusion to necessarily follow, or I think you said likely follow, never mind, my bad. To follow, perfect offense and defense must be active, unconditional, or relevant at the moment of interaction. But once you say it's only literal when he's not holding back, you're admitting to unconditional. You're admitting to it being conditional.
Yeah. And since we didn't specify any specific conditions for the battle, we would go under SBA.
No, we would not. Right? No, we would not. No, we would not justify SBA. You low tier.
Standard battle assumptions.
Go on, bitch.
What's the question here?
Guys, we can all be friends.
Oh,
you came up on a live where when those specifications aren't made, we go under SBA. If you disagree with that, take that up with the host.
Why?
This is his live. These are his rules. What the fuck? We're not on our own platform, nigga. We have to follow the host rules. Host, you hear this nigga disrespecting your platform?
Kivo.
Are you
subscribed to versus Battle Wiki?
Wait, hold on. Can you wait? Hold on. No outside help.
Are you subscribed to versus Battle Wiki?
No outside help.
No outside help. So you're just saying this is what he is without us actually.
Kevo, can I get more?
No outside help.
If this is the case,
no outside help.
There's no reason for us to take versus Battle Wiki as our standard battle assumption. Prove that. I already asked you that. You're switching the burden of proof. Now go.
I'm not obligated to answer that question.
The appeal to authority is.
You get to answer that question.
Prove you're obligated to do what?
To answer that question.
Oh my god. Yo, chat, did I not ask this nigga to justify versus Battle Wiki? Justify versus Battle Wiki. Go.
I already told you that this is something that the host has for his platform.
Based on what?
Something he told me.
Based on what?
My memory, my brain.
Wow, this is a low tier. This is insufferable.
Okay. Anyways,
Why is your fans not chatting anymore? Why are they not talking anymore? Why are they silent?
they've already called you every insult in the book. What more do they need to say?
You can't justify things that aren't non-propositional.
You want them to spam the R word a million more times? Are you a masochist? You like being made fun of? I told you this nigga was creepy.
Why do you jump to? He
wants niggas to make fun of him. He's a weirdo. You like that shit? Huh? You like that? Huh? All jokes aside, though, 10.
Somebody
really
clip that. Please clip that. That was disgusting. That was actually abysmal.
This nigga laughing by himself. We not laughing with you.
That was nasty, Gango.
Okay, cool. The shortest, creepiest nigga on TikTok.
Evo, I'm not gonna lie. This debate is done already. Yo, send me this recording. I'll post it. I'll have Sandra judge it, and this is embarrassing.
You'll have who?
Yeah, he broke his fucking mic.
Look. I'm gonna give.
Did you just say you're gonna get the most tier 5 of all tier 5s to judge a debate? Are you out of your fucking mind?
You want poker? What do you want? Poker? Or you want?
We can have one of my tier 2 or tier 1 niggas judge it. That's what all I'm accepting.
Yeah, no.
We can have Truth judge it. We can have Six or Troy judge it.
Truth is horrible. So
Truth would come up here and slam the fuck out of you.
No, he wouldn't.
Okay. You want to take it to court?
Where does it say we are?
Okay, Tim, you want to take it to court?
Literally.
Apple, can you invite me to the server?
I'm not even a crossverse debater. I'm still slam the fuck out you. We could do an inverse topic whenever you're ready.
You'd be a legend if you invite me.
10. I gave you mod so you can.
This stupid ass nigga just said Sinju's gonna.
Can I get mod too, bro? I want to see this.
Nigga got me fucked up.
I want to post this shit. It was funny as fuck. I've been here the whole entire time.
Okay, God, in your honest opinion, who won?
You, motherfucker. I literally went on a burner just to fucking vouch for you, bro. Like, dude, I was on a burner just vouching for you. So
bro, that's funny as fuck.
Wait. What's the burner called, guy? What's the burner? I need to know the burner.
It's literally the Hey account, bro. Look, it's literally the Hey. I was trolling, bro.
Bro, this nigga God is a troll. What?
Okay, 10. You have the live recording spectacle. I don't know how to send the live recording.
Nah, Kivo, you're good. You're good.
Follow back, bro,
Kivo, so when you're done with this live, right, just text